Have you ever watched a movie and felt inspired to be the hero? Well, this has been me over the past few years, and I've been documenting my journey and building up my story and sharing it with you guys online. And at this time last year, which today is my birthday, by the way, I recorded a video where I talked about my past journey in entrepreneurship and also what I want to achieve. And I'm happy to say that, throughout this year that have has passed, I have achieved a lot of goals that I set out to achieve, including a 10K months in the business that I have, and also developing an advanced AI software that has conversed with over 10,000 people. And, it's crazy to think about it. And also improved my physique a lot and got into more of a hybrid routine in sports. I also strengthened my faith in God. I growed my YouTube channel and I also read a ton of books. Now, those are some of the goals that I've achieved that I set out to achieve earlier. And really, my goal from this video, guys, is to kind of walk you through what I've learned throughout this 1 year that has passed since my last birthday. And hopefully, I can inspire some of you to take those lessons and experiences that I've learned, implement them with your life, and maybe you can also build your own story and document it on YouTube, like I'm doing. And hopefully, soon enough, I can scale to other platforms and make my story more accessible to more people. But so far, it has been an amazing journey. And without further ado, let's jump into the main lessons that I've learned so that you can really implement them and find real improvement. So to begin with, the first thing I learned is that true happiness and fulfillment come from doing the thing you like and from also living the life that you want. It doesn't come from buying what you want because, oftentimes when you buy the things that you wanted to have or desired for a long period of time, you desire something else. And the same is with goals. You set out the goal you want to achieve and you achieve it, and then you set out a higher goal. Now, the thing is, it's not about attaining this goal that gives you the happiness or fulfillment, although it gives you a bit of joy, but it's the process to getting towards this goal that should be giving you the happiness that you need. You want to be living the good life. And if you set out a goal to generate a ton of money, let's say, or to buy your favorite cars, or date the best woman out there, it's not about, okay, you've dated the best woman, you've gotten the best cars, whatever, that will make you happy. It's about the process towards getting those items. All right. And it's something huge that I've learned. And this has led me to really test the options and test the business models and the things that I want to do in fitness, like in the gym. And I came to realize that I like this certain type of workout, which is the hybrid workout, and I like AI development, which is a skill that I want to learn more about. I'm always curious about. And after a few years, those things might change, but for the time being, those are the processes that I enjoy and find fulfilling to do in my life. So that's the first point. Now, the second point is focus and the importance of focus. We today we live in a world where everyone is distracted all the time, and what really separates the people who are masters at one thing, the people who are good at several things, is how much focus they've put into the thing that they've mastered. And really, this is a very powerful kind of habit and thing to practice if you want to achieve mastery in a certain area of your life, or even certain areas, right? You can become the best at something, but you can become the best at everything. There's always going to be someone better than you in something else, but the best way you can become great at something is by purely focusing on it. And I've shared more in-depth explanations of how I use this focus in my business and in growing my skill set and growing my, let's say, good lifestyle overall. So on to the next one. Now that we've covered that happiness and fulfillment are in the process, and also that focus is very important for you to like become great. Now, the third point that I want to talk about is the law of polarity or duality as you know it. You know, in this world, there is black and white, there is happy and sad, day and night. There is also, you know, the season of learning, the season of earning. And that's what I've been meditating a lot on is, you know, if we're always gonna feel sad and we're always gonna feel happy, then how can we live a life where we're kind of always happy? But the thing that I've realized is that we cannot always be happy. We cannot always be like on an upward trajectory, whether it's in the business, like in generating money, or either even in fitness. You know, there's always the seasons, right? There are seasons where you're growing. There are seasons where you're at maintenance stage. Where there are seasons where you're going on a downward slope, and that's part of life. That's nature, you know. In my country where I'm living in, Lebanon, there are seasons. There are 4 seasons, and each season has its own time. And so, what I've come to realize is that there isn't always this steady state of something. There's always a state that's shifting, whether it's in the income, the fitness, and all the other areas, right? I mainly talk about those areas because those are what I'm focusing on, but you can apply this law to anything. And the thing is, you cannot feel happy if you don't feel sadness. You cannot know what happy is without being sad. You cannot know like what it's like to be learning and advancing your skill set, um, and what it's like to be earning a lot if you don't know how to, like if you haven't experienced both. And I'm at this phase where sometimes if I want to learn a lot and the business is dependent on me to grow, then you know the business will go into this phase of decline in income. But after I finish my learning period and I implement the new things that I've learned, then the business will go back up and reach new highs that have never been reached before. So this is the third point. There is always ups and downs, black and white, happy, sad. This is life, you know, and if we try and ignore this fact and try to always be happy or always be earning a lot of money or always growing without, you know, rest or maintenance or recovery, there's gonna be like a big problem. But on to the next one. Next one is the compound effect. So everything compounds basically. Whatever you do today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, and the whole year, the whole decade that you live in, every single action that you take compounds. And you know, whether you're doing like, let's say, 70% good habits each day, you know, those 70% will compound. But if most of your habits are consisted of negative ones, the majority of them, then those negative habits will compound and lead to a worse life over time for you. So be careful on how you use the compound effect, and don't like underestimate the power of what it can do. And just know that once you set yourself on the right track and you follow it consistently, eventually you will get what you want. You know, like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined that I'm in this position right now where I'm generating 10K months with my business. It was something hard to believe, especially that in my country, you know, the average salary is, I don't know, between 500 to $1,000, which I've kind of attained about a year ago. But you know, it's all because of the compound effect and because of all the skills, the soft, the hard skills, and everything that I've compounded throughout the journey that has helped me reach this level. And yeah, just be careful and use the compound effect for good. And next one is seeking advice and staying humble. I did a video where I told a story about how I was about to invest in a program that was around $8,000. And I like before I did, I seeked, I sought I don't know. I got advice from a multitude of counselors, from my friends, from my mentors, and they told me like make sure that you do like as much research as possible on this thing. Like there's always more research to do. So I did the final research, and it turned out that this program that I wanted to invest in doesn't have a very good quality of support, which is what I needed the most. So this kind of saved me from investing in this program and led me to invest in others that had the quality support that I needed. So this is one story, and always try and seek advice from people who might know more than you. And even not like in some cases, you can seek advice from people who aren't necessarily richer or smarter than you, but just take their perspective. And when you take their perspective and dissect it, you can kind of differentiate the logical and the emotional arguments that they give you. And all you have to do is extract the logical things that they're saying to you and implement them into your career. And that's how you find growth. But be careful, like always have a balance between who you seek advice from. Like, don't always go out there and seek business advice from someone who hasn't even grown a successful business, right? But in certain cases, just select the people who you want to listen from wisely and take their advice, because there's always more to know about this world. We know nothing. All I know is I know nothing. I love this quote. But yeah, this is it. Stay humble, seek advice. You don't know everything about this world. Nobody knows everything about this world on except for God. Um, so yeah, it's something very humbling, to be honest. And finally, I want to talk about mental real estate. I realized how much what you consume and the environment, like I realized how it affects you and your brain. Um, and it's really dangerous for you to just accept everything, to consume random things without any intention. It's really dangerous, because the subconscious mind, which stores most of the information that we know to this day, is the one responsible for most of our decision making and how we live our lifestyle overall. So if all we're consuming is random stuff, then our life will become random, and it won't be based on the goals and the dreams that we set out to achieve. And so that's why you need to consume things intentionally, and also be aware of the environment that you're around. And in my case, I've been hanging out with friends. They are the best in the world. They're very funny. They're very fun to hang out with. But at a certain point, their goals and their aspirations didn't match mine. And so I had to disconnect from them and find a better and deeper friend group that supported my vision and wanted to achieve something at this level of magnitude, right? So I chose this friend group, and now I'm at the stage where I was working from home. It was good. It helped me a lot. But at a certain point where I'm making some money, I can support myself outside. Um, I recently moved out to the office of my father, and right there, I'm just working almost all of the day and just hustling, and I can attain like deep focus right there to focus on my vision, on implementing it, on improving myself. And this is a decision that I recently took. It's that I come home to sleep, right, and take care of the basic stuff, and then I go back to the office the next day, sorry, and I do most work there and spend most of my time there. That way, the comfort of home and this feeling of comfort, basically, and complacency just isn't in my mind all the time. And I've been experimenting it for a few days now, and it has been very um, well. And I've been just focusing on my business, on growing myself, and soon enough, it's gonna pay off big time. So yeah, mental real estate matters a lot. So be careful what you consume and about your environment, like who you surround yourself with. But yeah, those are basically the life lessons. So to give you a summary, I just wrote them down on a notepad to remember them. First of all, true happiness and fulfillment come from enjoying the process, from doing what you like, and they don't come from achieving your goal or from getting what you want. This is another topic. Like when you achieve the goal or get what you want, you get a short period of joy. But if you want to attain long-term happiness and fulfillment, you want to be doing something you really like. And the next one is focus. So, in a world where everyone is distracted, focusing on one business model, on one niche, on one product that you want to deliver, on one channel or whatever it is in the beginning is the best way to go and to master this thing till you have enough leverage and um, help to master other stuff. And that's me at the current stage. We also have ups and downs. Life is consisted of black and white ups and downs and all of this. So you gotta be aware that you're not always gonna feel happy or satisfied with yourself. You're not always gonna be earning a lot of money or growing a lot of muscle at a consistent pace. There's always seasons where you find a lot of abundance, seasons where this abundance turns into a bit of scarcity. So it's always varying and going up and down. And also the compound effect, be careful how you play by it. You don't want to be like you don't want to have the compound effect play against you. You want to have it played with you. And also the importance of seeking advice. So always seek advice from the right people before you make any big decision. And finally, the mental real estate. Be careful what you consume and who you surround yourself with. So those are the most important lessons that I've learned um, in my 19th year of being or on of living in this world. And because today is a special one, and I think I will do this like every year on my birthday. So for my 20th year to open up my 20s, right? I think the goals and achievements or the goals that I want to achieve are first of all, go from low five figures a month to mid five figures a month. So achieve, let's say, 30 to 50K a month in my business. Now, I really don't care about the money. What I care about is achieving the financial freedom that I need to travel and buy whatever I need and want, basically, and enjoy my 20s. So, with that, with this income, it will be enough to support the lifestyle that I want. And also, like, the most important thing for me is to always keep on developing myself and have also enough money to invest in quality education that can give me a better life and better knowledge overall. And this is the financial goal, let's say 30 to 50K a month. With YouTube, I really don't know where this is going. Like, my goal right now is to document as much as possible and share the experiences, the lessons, and all that. I really don't care about the views or how many subscribers I get. I care about providing value and sharing topics that I think are important, even though they're boring, because at a certain point, maybe later down the line, where I gain like a lot of growth, I cannot speak like much about those topics. So I do my best to speak about them right now, even though they're boring. And yeah, with YouTube, I really don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm always seeking growth for sure. And also when it comes to like overall business, relationships, health, like always focus on improving those pillars, and especially health because it is what supports all of the rest. You know, when I attain good health, then I can become better at attaining good wealth, and then I can also focus on attaining better relationships with people, with my family, with friends, with new people that I meet. So those are the pillars that I'm always focused on, always trying to grow to live a better life. And finally, as I said, achieving financial freedom. I think that's a huge goal I want to achieve this year, alongside growing my skill set and really building the business of my dreams, where I have a team with me and we're just crushing it and building innovative solutions and things that are that can change the world really. So, ladies and gents, hope this was a nice video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you took away the lessons that you can implement in your life and really improve it, because that's the whole goal, right? Living the good life. And um, yeah, if you have any ideas, comments, or things you want to share, I'm happy to look at them and see like what to do if there's a topic that I want to talk about later on, you want me to talk about, or if you have any things that you want me to attain. I don't know. But I'm always open to suggestions and recommendations from you guys. And with that, let the 20th year of my life be a good one. And hopefully, you on the other side are also making a good use of the time and the energy that you have. And yeah, guys, all I ask from you is to take care of yourself, take risks, and hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.